Welcome to Poetry Palace TV. I am Tom Beal, and this is my Diary of a Poet series. Episode 17. The intent of the show is to read Volume 18, Internal Revolutions, poems I've been writing to my late wife since February of 2020. Unfortunately, I have not yet been able to read them in a composed manner. It was suggested that I simply start from the beginning so that I may get used to the idea slowly and add a bit more time to my process before actually trying to read those poems to you. If you would like to read along at another pace, the series is available to read for free at poetrypalacegiftshop.com. The producer of the show, as well as other fans, believe the verse in her volume is quite helpful for those who have lost a spouse. And if you know someone who you feel might be helped, please suggest they check it out. In this episode, we are continuing with Volume 4. April 88, number 278. Life is a collage of phases, splashed with so many shades, a succession of intricate mazes where innocence eventually fades. Change the inevitable forecast, pride the most hindrant vice, memory the guide which is encompasses, age the unavoidable price. Record the thoughts evolutioned, to understand your ultimate end. Create your own constitution with amendments that allow you to bend. 19 April 88, number 279. Depression, I understand. Elation is just a dream. Peace is not my comfort, no matter how it may seem. Confrontation is my history. A bottle is my home. Good feelings are a stranger I release into a poem. Contentment is a victory, no matter how I play. Anger an aphrodisiac, my heart remains a fray. Joy is only mythical, like Santa Claus and Peter Pan. My mind is molded in the past, and I am a miserable man. 20 April 88. Number 280. Something inside is evolving, but that is okay. Suddenly I am changing a little bit every day. I do not have to be fearful. Change is a natural state. Just continue to wake up each morning by wiping clean my own slate. 21 April 88. Number 281. Be happy with yourself, then what you do will be okay. Treat others with care, you will be treated the same way. Ask your questions to yourself. Others can only answer theirs. Do not push them so hard. They are tired from their own wares. Be at ease with the simple things. Boredom will not gain its rule. Listen to the world around, for it is your only school. 22 April 88, number 282. Being honest with yourself comes in stages, like reading your own book of many pages. Accepting just one truth changes so many more, until sometimes it seems you will never be sure. But surety comes of choice, choices that you make. And putting off decisions will only cause a fake. Earnest effort is victorious, where stubborn slows you down. Procrastination is a pool where many people drown. Do today what you must do, and let tomorrow be. You have no control over things you cannot see. 23 April, number 283. A relationship is intricate, a feelings, thought, and memory collage. Romance is the hardest kind, when the past is an abuse barrage. Words trip certain triggers, defenses are silent cold. The major crimes are talked about, but the little ones are seldom told. When both sides see the same, one must make the way. The right things are the deepest, so the hardest things to say. 24 April 88, number 284. It is completely astounding what comes from things we don't want. We procrastinate until the last. It turns simple to haunt. And finally, once we have started, we find it is not so bad, that the horror was just imagined, and we gain what we wished we had. The end result we have prayed for can come from so many a source. The situations encountered would not have come from our course. So to grieve over plans misconstrued is a waste if we finally would see. For always we do what we must, and needs are met eventually. April 88, number 285. See what needs to be done, then take positive action. Every situation can be seen as a loss or an attraction. Toil can be tedious, but it takes up your day. So bear it with a smile. It is the only good way. Try thinking in assets and friendships they're made. Try a little for savings, for the plans you have laid. Choose things most rewarding to do at the day's end, to fulfill your ambitions, so there is no place for pretend. Bring self to life's center and watch greed disappear. All that is missing is only that which you fear. Judge yourself fairly, let all others go free. Theirs is not your responsibility. It is only for you to see. Think every action before it is done. Be sure it is the best you can do. Thank every day when it goes by, for it is the best of the new. 26 April 88, number 286. People you have let know think you are worth the time. Keeping yourself from the world is becoming your own crime. The consequence of exposure is much less than that of recluse. You were trained in off methods. Now you are continuing their abuse. The things that keep you going are the things that you hide. And reasons you get lesser treatment are because they cannot see inside. It is time to be your own man, to risk the things that you want. Become a model citizen, walking so full of haunt. 27 April 88, number 287. Sometimes it seems there are no choices, but you decide the options you can take. Sometimes inside has too many voices, and every intuition seems a mistake. Waiting can be the hardest part, to answers for questions that you ask. Time seems to tick into the heart, and ease becomes the most involving task. This is when effort begins to show, when past begins to drip into the now. Remember your new messages as you go, and next time you will already know how. 28 April 88, number 288. Do not pressure yourself as you have been in the past, for you know what pushing does, and the effort does not last. Be at ease in all attempted, and do not set your goals to fail. This is the reason for this writing. That is the reason that you ail. Try to set your steps in sequence, the way you first learned how not to fall. Try to learn one thing at a time. No one can at once achieve it all. Balance yourself on those things sure, the way it was all begun. And before you even know it, you will find that you can run. 28 April 88. Grief is natural in process, a step toward letting go. Things that have touched the heart in process are usually slow. Time does not heal all wounds, but toil and earnest is sure. So even the soul that is scarred can one day again be pure. You are your own judge and jury, and you can decide to go free. If you pardon all past shortcomings, you can allow yourself to just be. Punishment is for intention the whole of your person has done. Until you have sorted your spirit, you are entirely deserving of none. Forgiveness is often the hardest part, when self is the one to receive. But you are the most deserving. Do not let past echoes deceive. Cleaning your slate is ritual, a practice to habit with time. Guilt is only self-destruction that remains your last inner crime. Remember the ways you have faltered. Acknowledge the losses of past. Learn from the lessons rejected. Chance of relapse are vast. Give yourself one day of freedom. Accept that freedom is due. Thank God for making it possible, and yourself for chances anew. 30 April 88. Number 290. It is not the final burst that wins the race, but from the start in keeping pace. Sometimes it isn't best or worst, but shades of grace, where truths of heart are shown in face. Exercised effort is gain, be it big or small. The hardest thing you have to do is take down your own wall. The greatest risk is that of pain, if possibly you fall. But there are those who made it through, just listening for your call. 1 May 88. You are surrounded by people. Number 291, sorry. You are surrounded by people that, given the chance, will care. But unless you risk exposure, you will not know they are there. Be honest first and open. Set no guidelines. With no guidelines set. For others are the same, and they do not forget. Treat people at all times well. They will treat you the same in turn. Release your wants to teach, yet be open still to learn. There are many ways to comfort, and friendship leads the line. Give help when help is needed, and thou shalt be given thine. 2 May 88. Number 292. Point of view is reality. Every person has their own. Finding out where it came from can be hard once you have grown. Everything that has been told has an echo in your ear. When you are down and all is hopeless, poor example then is near. Hope can only come from habit, hard to earn if it was not taught. It is possible to change even all depressive thought. 3 May 88. Getting real is not easy, at the start or down the line. Getting close opens options. One step backwards can be fine. Part of life is learning failure, not how to do, but how to take. The risk of effort is not total, and the gains that you make. Learn to love and be love-worthy. Give your heart, but do not sell. Learn that others have their own choices, and even rejection can be taken well. Learn that view is indistinction, that what you need is what you get. Learn to take no for an answer, that some things asked are not ready yet. I would like to thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Poetry Palace TV. I hope there was something that caught your ear. Please feel free to check out the website, and I hope to see you next week. Adios.